everybody. Welcome to Woodstock at the Winery once again. You know my good friend over here, Rodney Crowell, who has graciously agreed to come and sing some songs tonight. And we have a couple of people who are going to help accompany us on the fiddle and mandolin on some vocals. Eamon McLaughlin. Come on out here, Eamon. And on vocals and bass, Chris Donahue. All right. This is really, I'm becoming the house band, and I love it. So I figure I'll start with a Rodney Crowell song. She's around her, I can tell you that. She can sing a all night too. She'll raise hell about the sleep she lost. Even cowgirls get the blues, especially cowgirls, they're the gypsy kind. Need the rain laid on them loose. She'll live to see the world turn upside down, itching right out of the blue. Even cowgirls get the blues sometimes, and they don't know what to do. Sometimes get this feeling like she's too far gone, the only way she's ever been. Lonely nights are out there on the road. Hotel ceiling stares you down. Well, there must be safer ways to pay your dues. Oh, and even cowgirls get the blues. Especially cowgirls get the blues sometimes. Bound they don't know what to do. Sometimes get this feeling like she's too far gone, the only way she's ever been. Even cowgirls get the blues sometimes. Bound they don't know what to do. Sometimes get this feeling like the restless wind, the only way she's ever been. All right. I was so happy when I got to sing that song. As I always heard Rodney's songs first. He played them for me first, and I said, I'll take that.
Well, that song was a lot about you, Emmy.
Ah, me and Susanna Clark. Yeah. It made me feel real good. I'm not really a cowgirl. I just play one on TV.
All right, let's see. So we're going to swap back and forth,
Yeah.
but we're going to, you know, some of these just aren't going to be swaps. It's just going to be songs that we've sung all of our lives together.
That's right.
We sang this one in 2015 for sure.
Right, yeah.
Hang on, I haven't played it in a while. The hour is early, the whole world is quiet. A beautiful morning is about to ignite. I'm ready for danger, I'm ready for fire, and I'm ready for something that'll lift me up higher. Life's been good, I guess. My ragged old heart's been blessed with so much more than meets the eye. I've got a past I won't soon forget. You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm still learning how to fly. It's your dreams that die hard, with these habits to break. You can't let down your guard when there's so much at stake. Well, I'm halfway to heaven, halfway to hell. I might roll a 7, you never can tell. Life's been good, it's true, when I'm feeling just like new. The same old rules need not apply. I've got a past full of sticks and stones, and a good feeling in my bones. I'm still learning how to fly. Go faster, I don't want to slow down. I don't want to get off of this merry-go-round. I want to be reckless, I want to be vain. I want to make love like a runaway train. Life's been good, I've said. I'm 10,000 miles ahead. The day I rest is the day I die. I've got a past like a broken wing. You ain't seen anything. I'm still learning how to fly. I'm still learning how to fly.
Yay! All right. Mostly you're going to hear songs that Rodney wrote, and mostly you're going to hear songs that I'm going to sing that either Rodney wrote or other people wrote. But once in a while, I wrote a song. And I think I was just so intimidated being around Rodney and Towns and Guy Clark and Suzanne and all these great songwriters. But they always encouraged me, so, and I appreciate that. So I did come up with something once this one, and like all good songwriters. I made the whole thing up. No, it is sort of inspired by my childhood. Spent first 6 years of my life in Birmingham, Alabama. My father was in the Marine Corps, so we ended up living in North Carolina, Virginia, and then I got the wanderlust, and I've lived in so many other places now, but guess what? This is my hometown now. Amen. Nashville. Me and my best friend Lily and her blue tick hound dog get in, waiting for the Alabama sun to go down to red dirt girls in a red dirt town. Me and Lily, just across the line, a little southeast of Meridian. She loved her brother, I remember back when he was fixing up a 49, and then told her little sister gonna ride the wind up around the moon and back again. Never got farther than Vietnam. I was standing there with her when the telegram come, but Lily, now he's lying somewhere about 1,000,000 miles from Meridian. So there's not much for a red dirt girl somewhere out there. It's a great big world, that's where I'm bound. And the stars might fall in Alabama. One of these days I'm gonna swing my hammer down, away from this red dirt town. Gonna make a joyful sound. She grew up tall and she grew up thin. Buried that old dog, Gideon, by a crepe myrtle bush at the back of the yard. Her daddy turned mean and her mama leaned hard. She got in trouble with a boy from town. Figured that you might as well settle down, so she dug right in. Across the red dirt line, just a little southeast of Meridian. Oh, she tried hard to love him, but it never did take. Just another way for the heart to break, so she learned to bend. But one thing they don't tell you about the blues when you got 'em, keep on falling, 'cause there ain't no bottom, ain't no end. At least not for Lillian. Nobody knows when she started her ski. She was only 27 and she had 5 kids. Could have been the whiskey, could have been the pills, could have been the dream she was trying to keep. Won't be a mention in the news of the world about the life and the death of a red dirt girl named Lily. Never got any further across the line than Meridian. Now the stars still falling out. Tonight you finally lay that hammer down without a sound in the red dirt ground. Ah, 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 ah. Thank you.
So, I met Emmylou in Washington
at the Child Herald.
Right.
And Emmy was playing with the Angel Band at Child Herald, and Brian Hearn and I went, and then we went back to Faith Sue and John Starling's house, and we stayed up all night and we sang Living Brothers songs and all these songs that we could think of, and I thought, wow, you know, I just made a great friend. And then I went back to Nashville, where I was living then, and I said, well, a girl had broken my heart. She had taken up with Townes Van Zandt for one night. And I said, well, that's it. I'm out of Nashville, you know. I'm not tough enough for this town. So I moved to Austin, and I hadn't heard from Emmy. And I got a phone call. See if you remember it this way, Emmy.
I'm thinking.
And this, hey, Rodney, I'm gonna be at Armadillo World Headquarters. Why don't you come sit in with me, sing some songs? I said, okay, I'll do it. That'll be fun. I was nervous as I could be, but I went down and we sang some songs with Angel Band. And then after it, backstage afterwards, you said, hey, I'm going to LA tomorrow, and you want to go? And I said, well, yeah. And she said, I got an extra ticket.
See, that I just can't believe that. I mean, I was still so poor.
Well, I think the record.
I couldn't believe I had a ticket.
Warner Brothers was buying these tickets,
they were paying it. It's okay.
What I wish I knew is the name of whoever that was on the ticket. That, because you know, I would find them and thank them. You know, it's like, so, you know, over in a matter of a few hours, I moved to LA with Emmy, and I said, well, you know, this friendship really is cool. So we have our first social engagement. It wasn't a date or anything. It was like we were going to be friends. So we go down to Westwood.
Are you going to tell about the time?
I'm going to tell it all. I'm going to tell it all. So we go into a boutique.
Oh, yeah, that one.
That one. I'll save the other one for a memoir. So we go into this boutique, and you know, we're gonna go to Hamburger Hamlet and eat and drink. But we were shopping first. So on the radio, comes Bluebird Wine, which I wrote and Amy was singing. It was the first time I'd ever heard one of my songs on the radio, and it was the first time you ever heard yourself sing on the radio.
That's right.
So it was like one of those moments in that thing you do, you know, that the movie. But
we came running out of the dressing rooms. Fortunately, we were clothed. He said, I wrote that. I said, I sang that. And they looked at us like we were Stu Rubes from which we were.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Well, you know, and it's like there was that kind of thing where we couldn't convince them that it was really us. No, really. You know, too bad we didn't have, you know.
Rodney said, I'm going to go get my nickel. The first of many, many nickels. Rodney.
Yeah. Well, here we go. This is the first.
This is what we heard on the radio.
First collaboration.
Baby brought me in out over the highway, poured my rot gut liquor down the sink, straightened out my crooked ways of thinking, made it purely pleasure when I drink, and it's all right now. I just hit my stride right off the bat. I'm drunk on the bed. Baby's up and running in the morning. She says she's got a million things to do, yeah. while I'm gone, she says, you go get your old guitar and write some pretty song about me and you. And it's all right now, I just hit my stride right off the bat. I'm drunk on the bird wine. Baby says she'd really love a party, get some friends together, feeling fine, yeah. Any friend of mine is worth his habit. About a belly full of babies, bluebird wine. And it's all right now, I just hit my stride right off the bat. I'm drunk on the bird. My stride, the party just started, and I'm drunk on the bird wine.
The beginning, Bluebird Wine, the first song. Actually, it was the first song that I heard of Rodney's, and I didn't hear it in person. I heard, I was looking for material up in Canada with my producer, Brian Ahern, and we went through a whole morning of demos that I didn't like anything at all. And Brian was totally, you know, nonplussed, you know, he just wanted me to like something, and finally he got to the end of the, this is a true story, got to the end of the pile, and it was a writer that he had just signed and hadn't even heard yet. It was on a recommendation of someone, I think it was Skip Beckwith, right? Beckwith, yeah. And so he said, well, we got one left, and I haven't listened to it yet, so we unwrapped it, and the first song on the tape was Bluebird Wine with Rodney singing and playing, and I knew that I had found the real deal. And I was right. So Rodney's right, we got to know each other, and he was in my band, and we were always sitting around singing songs. And we said, you know, one of these days we should make a record. And so 43 years later, finally, was it 2014, we finally made that first record? 13, oh boy. So we made
it was about time.
It was about time. Anyway, we made a couple of records together and since toured, but Rodney's been really great about encouraging me to write. Anyway, I want to do this song that my name is on it as a writer, and I was in the room, and I might have contributed something, but it's mainly Rodney and Corey Chisel. Corey brought this beautiful melody in, and we sat in Rodney's house, and we finished this song, and I love it, but I don't sing it with anybody but Rodney, and I haven't done it in so long, so we're going to try it here.
Yeah, I need to find the crawl of the words going across up there.
Okay, well...
It'd be okay if we can't remember the words and we start over, I bet.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put that out there just in case.
All right.
Just because we're scared
doesn't mean we're wrong.
how we both thought that this was it. Though we couldn't make the pieces fit, you can't say we didn't try.
Amen.
Close the window, pull the shades, turn the key and lock the door. We best forget the plans we made. We don't live here anymore. Maybe somewhere down the line we'll remember who we were. Another place, another time, some old feelings start to stir. But I've been holding on to you, and you've been holding on to me. 'Cause neither of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. And so it goes, we've grown apart. Guess you could say we lost the heart. And even though we came up short, you can't say we didn't try.
I love that song so much. Yes.
We want to get Eamon into the mix here.
I'll make him sing.
This is a Hoyt Axton song that we started singing during sound check, and it just worked its way into what we need to do tonight. And I dream in the morning that she brings me water, and I dream in the evening that she brings me wine. Just a poor man's daughter from Puerto Penasco, Evangelina in old Mexico.
There's a red hot desert south of Mexicali, and if you ain't got no water, boy, you better not go. Tequila won't get you across that desert to Evangelina in old Mexico. And the fire I feel for the woman I love is driving me insane,
Knowing she's waiting and I can't get there. God only knows how I rack my brain to try to find a way to reach that woman down in old Mexico.
the border. He said, you don't have no papers, I will let you go. I can tell that you love her by the look in your eyes, boy. She's the rose off the desert in old Mexico. And the fire I feel for the woman I love is driving me insane.
Knowing she's waiting and I can't get there. God only knows how I rack my brain to try to find a way to reach that woman down in old Mexico. And I dream in the morning that she brings me water, and I dream in the evening that she brings me wine. Just a poor man's daughter from Puerto Penasco, Evangelina in old Mexico. Evangelina down in old Mexico.
Love that. Oh, let's see. Oh, am I doing that open? Right. Okay. Oh, what?
Give that man a megaphone.
We didn't hear you, sir. Oh, well, can we do that without drums? Oh, we got it. Okay. Susanna Clark, Forever.
What key are we in?
Okay. It went G to A, didn't it? Did it go G to A? Let's see. Now this is another one. This is checking our over 70-year-old brains here. It's G to A. What we did? Do you? Chris, we were hitting Chris with stuff he's never heard before. It's G to A. Oh, did we do it? Oh, and also what it does is the modulation. It modulates on the solo.
Yeah,
right?
it does, and I don't know how that happens.
But just follow Eamon. Well, let's see. If it's a train wreck, it's your fault, sir. But, you know, we also know that you just love to see us up here just having fun. So that's what this is all about. And raising money for a good cause. So we know we're amongst friends.
It does.
We're not going to get kicked out of the music business if we can't remember the words or the arrangement. So this is...
And then it's in... That's how the modulation... I'll meet you there.
This little thing is making a noise. So are you going to kick it off there? If they'll play another love song, if that Miller High Life sign stays dim, if you'll keep my glass full of whiskey, I'll whisper words I wish I'd said to him. across the floor. Thank you. Gently lay my head on your shoulder and pretend this never happened before. I don't want to hear a sad story. We both already know how it goes. If tonight you'll be my tall, dark stranger, I'll be your sand and tone rose. Modulation. Well, I wish I could tell you I loved you, and I wish he weren't always on my mind. If wishes were fast trains to Texas, oh, I'd ride and I'd ride, I'd ride. I don't want to hear a sad story. We both already know how it goes. If tonight you'll be my tall, dark stranger, I'll be your sand and tone rose. I'll be your sand and tone rose. Susanna was in the room, I swear. All right.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, Lordy.
You know what? This is good. I'm gonna do It Ain't Over Yet. This, since how Susanna Clark wrote that song, and for back in the through the 70s into the 80s, for the longest time, Guy and Susanna and Emmy and I, Roseanne, and there's a crew of us. We hung out together all the time. And it was always, the conversation was always about songs. So the last 7 or so months of Guy Clark's life, it was like my Tuesdays with Maury. I'd ring up and say, hey, I'm gonna come over and we'll work on something, but we would just sit and look out the window, really. Guy had this Irish tobacco that he loved. He rolled his cigarettes, and we just look out the window. And while we said nothing, I kept thinking about these relationships, and I made this song. It's a three-way conversation from my perspective of myself at my absolute worst, Guy at the end of his life, and Susanna in her absolute prime. And Susanna in her absolute prime was something to behold. She was a goddess, and songwriter Lyle Lovett, Steve Earle, myself, Towns, Guy, all of us, we lived to play our songs for Susanna. And if Susanna would raise an eyebrow or say, I believe you, that was all you needed. You were good. So there's a lot of love in this song.
It's like I'm sitting at a bus stop, waiting for a train. Exactly how I got here, it's hard to explain. My heart's in the right place, what's left of it, I guess. But my heart ain't the problem, it's my mind that's a total mess. With these rickety old legs and these watery eyes, it's hard to believe that I could pass for anybody's prize. And here's what I know about the gifts that God gave. You can't take them with you when you go to the grave.
It ain't over yet. Ask someone who wants to know. Not so very long ago, we were both hung out to dry. It ain't over yet, and you can mark my words. I don't care what you think you heard. We're still learning how to fly. It ain't over yet.
For fools like me, who were built for the chase, it takes a right kind of woman to help you put it all in place. It only happened once in my life, but man, you should have seen her hair 2 shades of foxtail red, her eyes some far out sea blue green. I got caught up making a name for myself. Now you know what that's about. One day your ship comes a-rolling in, the next day it rolls right back out, and you can't take for granted none of this shit. The higher up you fly, boys, the harder it is you're gonna get hit.
It ain't over yet. Now I'll say this about that: you can get up off the mat, or you can lay there till you die. It ain't over yet. Here's the truth, my friend, you can't pack it in, and we both know why. It ain't over yet.
And then Susanna would say, silly boys blind to get their first, think of second chances as some kind of curse. I've known you forever and ever, it's true. If you came by it easy, you wouldn't be you. Make me laugh, you make me cry, you make me forget myself. Back when down on my luck, kept me up for days. Oh, you were there with the right words to help me crawl out of the maze when I'd almost convinced myself that I was hipper than thou. You stepped up with a warning shot, fired sweet and low across the bow. No, you don't walk on water, and your sarcasm stings, but the way you move through this old world sure makes a case for angel wings. I was halfway to the bottom when you threw me that line, and I'll quote you now verbatim: get your head out of your own behind.
It ain't over yet. What you wanna bet? One more cigarette ain't gonna send you to the grave. It ain't over yet.
I've seen your new girlfriend, thinks you're the living in, great big old sparkle in her eye. It ain't over yet.
Well, that's over. I'm over. I just want to sit here and absorb that. That was so wonderful. Our wonderful friends. Well, I'll stick to this set list here.
You know, you skipped over.
Hmm?
You skipped over.
And that's because that wonderful person asked us to do this song by Susanna, which set up this, which is so perfect. Yeah, I know, but I'm just thinking, do I want to do that now, or do I want to do... Yes, I'll do it. I'll do it. All right. So, no, you don't know what I'm going to do. Thinking about songs, you know, that Rodney and I share, I mean, so much, because, I mean, we do go back almost half a century at this point in our lives. And Rodney was in my hot band that traveled. I was one of the greatest country bands ever. And don't ask me, that's on one of those lists somewhere. But I believe it. All I know is that I had a great time and great musicians. And Rodney and I had so much fun singing together. And my first sort of chart record, it didn't get to #1, but it was a Louvin Brothers song. And it kind of brought the mandolin back into country radio on the charts. It hadn't been heard from in a long time. And the reason that we cut this track, this Louvin Brothers song, and I took it back to D.C. and played it for a very dear friend of mine, a wonderful musician, singer named John Starling, who was in the seldom scene. You might be aware, if you're bluegrass fans, you probably know. And John was just somebody who had great instincts and just a great cheerleader for music. He was a musician, but he was also an otolaryngologist, which meant that music to him was just purely a passion. It wasn't about making a living. But anyway, I played him the rough track of this Louvin Brothers song, and he said, "That's great, but you just need to put a real old-timey mandolin solo in there." And so we ended up getting Byron Berline, who played it, and it got some chart action, and became a crowd favorite, and a favorite of mine. And Rodney sang it with me many nights, and of course, Eamon's going to do the great job on the mandolin tonight on the solo. But I just wanted to give a shout out because Byron Berline was one of the casualties of this pandemic. He passed away a few months ago, but he was a great old-timey fiddle and mandolin player, and just a lovely person. So just a little bit of a shout out to Byron, and also I guess to Charlie and Ira, and we're going to do this song for you.
Stray one dream away. If I could only win your love.
my all to make it live. You'll never know how much I'd give if I could only win your love.
Okay. You want me to do it right now? Okay.
I just love it because this is a request from me. Rodney.
Okay, back.
I love all of his songs, but this one, you got to tell this sort of the story of this, what you were thinking about when you wrote it about Hank.
Yeah, had chalked this really great poet and memoirist, Mary Carr, into writing songs. And at first she was like, no way, you know, you're just trying to embarrass me. And I said, no, you can do it. So I finally cajoled her into writing a song. The first thing that she came up with was, if the law don't want you, neither do I. And I said, I told you you could write songs. So we were sitting around her. She lives in New York, and we were sitting around New York, and you know, talking about 12-step programs and recovery, and I said, God, you know what, Hank Williams? I told Mary, I said, you know how old Hank Williams was when he died? And she said, oh, 56. I said, no, he was 29 years old when he died. He blew himself out in a short time. And I said, too bad it wasn't, you know, Hank Williams didn't come around now. I said, you know, he could have gone to rehab and gotten a 12-step group, and no telling what kind of songs he would have written if he'd have lived. We sat there for a minute and we said, hey, let's try to write the song that Hank Williams would have written if he'd have gotten, you know, went to rehab and got cleaned up and got sober, and we can do it. You know, what do you think? And we looked at each other and said, we got to. So we started out as a joke, you know, we were going to write this song, Hank Williams got sober and all this stuff. And then we both looked at each other and we said, hey, the ghost of Hank Williams could be in this room. And we can't F you around. We got to mean business if we're going to do this. So we went from being funny to like, okay. Am I in the wrong spot? Where do you want me to be? I don't know. Key of E? Let's try E. Let's try E. This is E, right?
Just pleasing you. What key was he?
Okay, here goes. I'm stalling to get the opening line. I used to get drunk all by myself. I wanted to be somebody else. I had this mask inside my mind that I hid behind. Out on the point of no return, I crossed a bridge I could not burn, and turned down a road that led straight to just pleasing you. If just pleasing you is all that I do, I'll go to my grave, nobody's slave. Here it is. Most of the friends I used to know gave up a long, long time ago.
I blew through their lives a train off track and never looked back. And I made each love a last-ditch joke, and every last chance of vow I broke, and down on my knees I surrendered to just pleasing you. Just pleasing you is all that I'll do. They'll lay me to rest, yes, knowing I've had the best.
Yeah, go ahead while I think of the next one.
I used to get drunk all by myself. Now I've set that old paint up on the shelf, and each shining day I rise up to just pleasing you. And each shining day I rise up to just pleasing you. Just pleasing you. Just pleasing you.
See what I mean? Is that not a great song?
Come on, Emmy, let's sing a shuffle.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do that, because this counts for, yeah. Now, this is one where I have to sing vowel sounds. Following you here. Oh. Wait a minute, wait a minute.
1, 2. From Old Yellow Moon.
I couldn't sleep last night, just walked the floor. I don't know how I'll stand this anymore. Lonely all the time since I lost you. I received your invitation to the blue. I don't know why you've caused me such pain. I just hope I'll never go through this much again. Lonely me, I don't know what to do. I received your invitation to the blue. You took the laughter from this world of mine. Thanks to
We're changing up the set list just a little bit, Maple. This is Maple Byrne, who has to deal with us changing our minds all the time. Yeah, we need a waltz right now.
I hope that I won't be that wrong in you. Maybe I've learned this time. I hope that I find what I'm reaching for, the way that it is in my mind. Someday I'll get over. See it all through, but I'll always miss dreaming my dreams with you. Change me not if I can. I'd rather believe in love and give it away as much as I can to those that I'm fondest of. Someday I'll get over. See it all through, but I'll always miss dreaming my dreams with you. Hope that I won't be that wrong anymore. Maybe I've learned this time.
Great Alan Reynolds song. What do you do? Undo gain control.
Just like the sun over the mountaintops, you know I'll always come again. You know I love to spend my morning time like sunlight dancing on your skin. I've never gone so wrong as for telling lies to you. What you've seen is what I There is nothing I could hide from you. Ah, you see me better than I can. Out on the road that lies before me now, there are some journeys where I will spend. I only hope that you can hold me now, till I can gain control again. Give him a hand, go ahead. And like a lighthouse, you might stand alone. Landmark of sailors' journeys in. No matter what sea I've been sailing on, I'll always roll your way again. Out on the road that lies before me now, there are some journeys where I will spend. I only hope that you can hold me now, till I can gain control again. Till I can gain control again.
Yeah. So that was actually the very first song that I heard Rodney sing in Poison. After, as he said, after he saw my set with my band, Angel Band at Child Herald, we went over actually to John and Fasu Starling's house, and like, okay, what you got? And he sat on the floor and he sang me that incredible song. And as I say, I knew I had really stumbled onto something. And of course, it turned out not to just be somebody who supplied me with wonderful songs, but a great friend. And I'm very grateful for that. And one thing Rodney and I realized we shared was a real appreciation for the songs of Townes Van Zandt. And I had first heard Townes in 1967 or 68. I was opening for everybody at Gertie's Folk City in New York City for $100 a week. I did 6 shows, 6 nights, 2 shows a night. But, you know, that was pretty good money back there when you're, you know, don't know any better. Actually, John and Mike Porco, who ran that club, they really took care of everybody. And that club saw a lot of great music come through it. I certainly saw a lot of great people. It was the first time I'd ever seen or heard of Townes, and it changed my life. There was something that he had in his lyrics and his presence and his singing that I'd never heard before. And it sort of brought country and folk, and then something else was in there that you couldn't quite explain. But Rodney and I knew that we both loved this song, but we only could remember the chorus. And this was before the internet, you know. And so we were out on the road, and we would sing this chorus over and over. And finally we got home, put on the record, and learned the rest of it, and then we recorded it. So we're going to do it for you now. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath's as hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, your favorite one it seemed. Began to cry when you said goodbye, sank into your dream. Pancho was a bandit boy, Sources fast as polished steel, bore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, desert down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words, but that's the way it goes. Pancho bit down south, and bit up and left his mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, left his split for where he got bread to go. There ain't nobody knows. They could have had him any day, only let him slip away. The kindness, I suppose. Living in a cheap hotel, desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold. So the story ends where it told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true. Save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. And now he's growing old. They could have had him any day, only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. A few brave men Rodney say
loneliness, I suppose.
Okay, all right. Grievous, which is, what key did we end up in? B flat.
B flat.
Okay, I need the 3rd fret. Let me just, let's move this little capo here, down here, just a little bit. Oh yeah, this is what we used to open our shows with back in the day, which wasn't that long ago, right? When we had it, when we were touring our duet record. Which is still, I think we have some copies for sale out there. We do. We have, and we actually have some posters, Rodney. There's some posters of us. Really? I see it. There we are.
God, weren't we cute?
Oh yeah, we still are pretty cute. Yeah. All right.
Won't you scratch my itch, sweet Annie Rich, and welcome me back to town? Come out on the porch and step into your parlor, and I'll tell you how it all went down. Out where the truckers and the kickers and the cowboy angel and a good saloon in every single town. Oh, but I remembered something you once told me, and I'll be damned if it did not come true. 20,000 roads I went down, 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 and they all led me straight back home to you. 'Cause I headed west to grow up with the country, across those valleys with those waves of grain. And I saw my devil, and I saw my deep blue sea, and I thought about a calico bonnet from Cheyenne to Tennessee. We flew straight across that river bridge last night at 2:30. Switchman waved his lantern goodbye and good day as we went rolling through. Billboards and truck stops passed by the grievous angel, and now I know just what I had to do. And the man on the radio won't leave me alone. He wants to take my money for something that I've never been shown. And I saw my devil, and I saw my deep blue sea, and I thought about a calico bonnet from Cheyenne to Tennessee. The news I could bring, I met up with a king on a sad and amphetamine clown. Talk about unbuckling that old Bible belt and light it out town. Out where the truckers and the kickers and the cowboy angels and the good saloon in every single town. Oh, but I remembered something you once told me, and I'll be damned if it did not come true. 20,000 roads I went down, 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 and they all led me straight back home to you. 20,000 roads I went down, 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 and they all led me straight back home to you.
Okay, well, I'll just keep it, I guess.
That's no easy song to sing. I'm going to tell you that right now.
It was your idea. Well, it was fun, though. All right, well, thank you. We love you. All right, well, Rodney and I have written a few songs. What? All right, well, hold your horses here. I guess I'm going to have to. You know, the problem is that we've been making records for 50 years, and we got a lot of songs, and it means so much that you people know these songs. I can't tell you how much we appreciate it. But we sort of have a few things worked up. And this is one that I wanted to do, because this is one that Rodney and I wrote when we were on the road together, yeah. And so it goes way, way back when we were both brunettes, right?
Hey, Emmy, before you go,
Right before I go?
I got to tell you a story you never heard. I went down to Redneck Riviera, down on the beach, and I had a little apartment, and I had the upstairs, and I was actually working on my book, but I was there by myself. But at night I would go out and sit on the little deck out there and play the guitar and sing. So I was thinking, I'd never sung our song myself.
Right.
So I was sitting up there, and I didn't know anybody was underneath me. And I'm giving it a go. And when I finished, I said, keep trying. Wait a minute. You ain't no Emmylou.
Oh, thank goodness. All right, let's try it. We do. Well, you know, I can't really do the finger thing anymore, so I'm gonna let you do that little thing.
Okay.
I heard the train in the Tulsa night calling out my name, looking for a fight. Well, she come a long, long way, got a longer way to go. So tell me how a train from Tulsa has got a right to know. Well, she sings a song so sad and high, and the Tulsa Queen don't ever lie, and she don't care where she goes, don't care where she's been. And the Tulsa Queen ain't crying alone, see you again.
Lately I speak your name too loud. Each time it comes up in a crowd. And I know it when I do. The Tulsa Queen and you are gone.
Talk about our friend Hank DeVito.
So much to be said. Hank
Yeah.
DeVito.
The
Well,
steel player from Staten Island.
From Staten Island. How you become a steel guitar player on Staten Island? No one knows.
Yeah, he was the steel player in the Hot Band, wonderful musician. He's still around, by the way. We just want to send a shout out to him because he wrote this song with Lynn Langham, and he had just a massive, terrible car accident, but he's going to be just fine. Yeah. I just saw him a few weeks ago and brought him a pound cake. And I thought I'd see him all holed up in bed, and there he was just standing there waiting for him. A real miracle. It's so great. You know, our friend is still with us, Hank. We love you.
Yeah, there's a miracle.
And we love that you wrote this song, because I think I want this sung at my memorial, if there is one.
Well, if I'm left, Emmy, I'll sing it.
You better. Let's see. This is in C, right? This is one we do together.
We are counting the stars out in the night around an old yellow moon with you right by my side. I got nothing to hide from an old yellow moon. But now I turn back the years, so little I learned about heartache and tears. still I'm making my way into the heart of an unknown highway. We are following stars. We cross the sky around an old yellow moon. But still I'm making my way into the heart of an unknown highway. We are counting the stars out in the night around an old yellow moon. With you right by my side, I got nothing to hide from an old yellow moon.
All right, we got one more for you. Rodney's going to kick this off. Lord Mary took to running with a traveling man, left her mama crying with her head in her hands in seconds, so broken hearted. Say, mama, gotta go, gotta get out of here, gotta get out of town, gotta hang it around, gotta roll between the ditches. Just an ordinary story about the way things go, round and around, nobody knows, but the highway goes on forever. That old highway goes on forever. Lord, she never would have done it if she hadn't got drunk, hadn't started running with a traveling man, if she hadn't started taking those crazy chances. She said, daughter, let me tell you about the traveling kind. Everywhere they go in such a very short time, he'd be long gone before you know it. Yeah, he'll be long gone before you know it. Say, never ever known it really felt so good. Never ever knew it when I could. Never ever done it really looked so right. Leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight. So this is down in the swamp land where anything goes. It's alligator bait and the bars don't close. It's a real thing down in Louisiana. How did you ever see occasion when he really got mad, when he's really got trouble like a daughter gone bad? It gets real hot down in Louisiana.
change a bedroom, move it, or he's gonna get killed. He's gonna have to get her a shotgun. Well, it ain't no time for lengthy speeches, and this ain't no time for no lengthy speeches. She said, never have I known it when it felt so good. Never have I knew it when I knew I could. Never have I done it when it looked so right, leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight. She said, never have I known it when it felt so good. Never ever knew it when I knew I could. Never have I done it when it looked so right, leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight. It's just an ordinary story about the way things go. Round and around, nobody knows, but the highway goes on forever. That old highway goes on forever. Amen, amen, go!
Thank you, everybody. Hey, Chris Donna here. Eamon McLaughlin. Rodney and I, thank you.
Dressing up to meet you, the Sunday morning preacher with nothing to lose. Living on suspicion, got no ammunition, but we're fighting for truth. I might be a wandering kind, full of emotion, hungry for Valentine, a backseat of dreams, you're my bottle of wine. I'm gonna love you in the fair lane. I'm gonna try to keep you smiling. Don't you worry about your problems.
All right, that was sneaky, wasn't it?
I only came to get my guitar.
He came to get his guitar because we have to do a little Zoom thing back there. But I was saying I wanted to do one more song. And you stopped clapping. But I knew you wanted us to come back. I knew you did. Because you wanted us to do this song.
It's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do. I don't want to hear a love song. I got on this airplane just to fly. And I know there's life below me. But all you can show is the prairie and the sky. And I don't want to hear a sad story full of heartbreak and desire. The last time I felt like this, I was in the wilderness and the canyon was on fire. And I stood on the mountain in the night and I watched it burn. I watched it burn. I watched it burn. I would rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. I would hold my life in his saving grace. I would walk all the way from Boulder to Birmingham if I thought I could see your face. Well, you really got me this time, and the hardest part is knowing I'll survive. And I come to listen for the sound of the trucks as they move down on 95 and pretend that it's the ocean coming down to wash me clean, to wash me clean. Baby, do you know what I mean? I would rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. I would roll my life in the saving grace. I would walk all the way from Boulder to Birmingham if I thought I could see your face. If I thought I could see your face. Thank you to the City Winery for giving us this chance to raise money and for being there for Nashville, and we appreciate it so much. Also, just a chance during the pandemic to get out and play. Thank you so much. We love you, City Winery.
Set list.